Latest figures also show 13 million people also had their second jab. 2 former Royal Marines have been jailed for importing 18 kilograms of cocaine hidden in Lego boxes, one of which was accidentally given to a child as a present. Jack Jones, who's 28, was sentenced to 16 and a half years, while Isaac Rasuman was jailed for 10. England defender Tyrone Mings says the squad is trying to inform the minority who are booing taking the knee at the stand against racism. There were some jeers at Wembley before Sunday's 1-0 Euro 2020 win over Croatia. The Home Secretary's called it gesture politics and has refused to condemn the spectators who booed. Mings has this reaction to Priti Patel's comments.
The Home Secretary is one of many, many people that oppose us taking the knee or refuse to defend it. So we have our own set of beliefs and what we think we can do to help, and we'll be players that can be influential and can stand up for what we believe in.
And Apple and Google's mobile devices are going to be examined following concerns they have too much power and harm other businesses. The Competitions and Markets Authority will look at them. That's the latest. I'm Daryl Jackson.
This is Revive FM 94.0.
Reviving communities.
The views expressed on this program do not necessarily represent those of Revive FM or its management.
Hello there, everybody. It is Tuesday. It's 5 o'clock, and you know what that means. Yes, it is time for your weekly dose of Scott and Hutch. My name is Tom Hutchinson, and, well, you might notice that I'm a little bit empty on the ground today. My brother from another mother, the Prince of Politics, Mr. Henry Scott, is unfortunately not in this week. He is feeling a little bit under the weather. So, Henry, we miss you, mate, and we want you back and healthy as soon as possible. And it's going to be a bit of a shame because I'm not going to see, well, in a professional sense, I'm not going to see Mr. Scott now for, let's get this microphone out of the way, there we are. I'm not going to see him for the next few weeks because I'm actually not in next week. I have a few little personal errands to be running. So, because 2 months in, I'm still moving in. It's going about as smoothly and as rapidly as the 100 Years' War. So put it that way. So, Henry, I'll miss you, mate, and get well soon. And honestly, we can't wait to have you back. But we've got a few things to talk about today. It is going to be a slightly condensed Scott and Hutch show because it is just literally going to be Hutch. But let's start off how we should we start off how we normally start off with? Yeah, shall we? If I can find the right jingle, here we go. Cue the jingle. It's time for the news.
On FM, on YouTube,
Facebook,
under your bed,
in your closet,
and we're hiding in your fridge.
Hello, Henry Scott and Tom Hutchinson bring you the news
on Revive FM.
Yes, that's right. It is the news. And let's be honest with you. We all know what we're going to be talking about, aren't we? It was the fact that, unfortunately, lockdown is going to be extended by 4 weeks. So, obviously, the cases of the Delta variant have been increasing. But in case you weren't there for the speech, I was turning into Boris there for a second. In case you weren't there for the speech, I have pulled out my handy dandy TARDIS, my time machine, the most amazing machine in the world, to go back a whole 24 hours.
And so we've obviously faced a very difficult choice. We can simply keep going with all of step 4 on June the 21st, even though there is a real possibility that the virus will outrun the vaccines and that thousands more deaths would ensue that could otherwise have been avoided. Or else, we can give the NHS a few more crucial weeks to get those remaining jabs into the arms of those who need them. And since today, I cannot say that we have met all our 4 tests for proceeding with step 4 on June the 21st, I think it is sensible to wait just a little longer.
I mean, look at that. I mean, just what can I say? It does work sometimes. So, yes, for those of you who don't know, obviously Freedom Day, as it was being dubbed, was originally going to be June the 24th. It's now been pushed back by 4 weeks. So we're now looking at July the 19th if everything goes to plan. Now, obviously, we are doing a call-in show today. I am here for the next 55 minutes. So if you've got any opinions on on Freedom Day, the fact that obviously everything has had to be held back a little bit because we've not got the Delta variant and the infection levels under control, you can give us a call. We are on 0333 444 0940. That is 0333 444 0940. You can WhatsApp us on the same number as well if you don't feel like you want to come on air and speak, or you can also send us a comment on our YouTube page, which is at Revive FM UK, where we are currently streaming. You can see me in my lovely BSA t-shirt. And also you get to see me with a bit of hay fever. So yes, my eyes are nice and bulbous. Fantastic. Basically the Delta variant, which is the new name now for the Indian COVID variant, which is one of the more highly transmittable ones, has been on average around about the 7,000 mark every day for the last 24 hours. The deaths have been sort of fluctuating between single digits and double digits. I think yesterday we were looking at about 11 deaths and about 7,500 infections within the last 24 hours. So obviously it's good to see that the deaths are kind of staying. I mean, this shows you this is the new normal now. You're looking at sort of double digit deaths. It's nice to see that the death rate is sort of staying low compared to the infection rate, but obviously hospital admissions are starting to rise, which is one of the criteria that needs to be met before the full lockdown can be eased. There have been a few changes though, but obviously I've got a little quote here from Michael Gove. So he says that it would take an unprecedented and remarkable change in circumstances to derail the new quote terminus date of July 19th, which is basically when all restrictions will be lifted, obviously apart from masks and social distancing. Originally it was, as we say, it was supposed to be sort of the 21st of June when things were going to change, but that is now not going to happen. But he's basically Boris Johnson's also told Downing Street News Conference on Monday that postponing step 4 would allow more people, as you heard in the clip, to get their second jab before further easing of restrictions can take place, with evidence showing that the current vaccine provides a high level of protection against the Delta variant. The proposed extension will be reviewed to see if action can be taken 2 weeks sooner on July 5th. So basically, they'll look at it on July 5th, which I might add as the day after my birthday, in case anyone wants to send us any well wishes. And then if all goes to plan and the rates are going back down and it's under control, then the 19th of July will be the new Freedom Day. As I said earlier on there have been some changes. So the main thing that has changed is the 30-person limit on weddings. So that's still going to be going ahead from the 21st. So that has now been removed. Also, the requirement for care home residents to quarantine for 14 days after a day trip has also been removed. So that's fantastic. They are also, obviously, we've got the Euros going on at the moment. So that's part of the trial program for events. I know that hopefully, if everything goes to plan, the MotoGP will be happening in August. That's what I'm looking forward to. I also believe that the Formula One Grand Prix is going to be going ahead at Both of those are going to be at Silverstone, so that will be fantastic, and it would be great to see, because I feel like we've kind of got the hang of this a little bit now. Now we've had some of these trial events, and they're working. We've had the Euros, we've had the FA Cup final. I think that we could be getting a little bit of a hang on this, but the thing that does sort of worry me as well is that I feel like we're kind of on a little bit of a knife edge at the moment, because obviously, as I said, the rates are about sort of 7,500 or over 7,000. They've been like that for about 5 or 6 days. Now, obviously, we know that the Delta variant is the most easily transmittable version of the coronavirus to date. So that would explain, obviously, why the infection rates are quite high in comparison. But the death rate staying around the sort of single digits or going to tens. I think even 20s as well is also kind of consistent. So, but again, as I say, we are a call-in show. We'd love to get your opinion on this. You know, were you gearing up for Freedom Day? Have you had to change your plans or anything like that? Let us know. It's 0333 444 0940. That is 0333 444 0940. You can also comment on our YouTube page as well. So I've got the little ticker here, which will say everything that you post. And yeah, we just want to know. I mean, now the only thing that I can say there's changed for me is that I'm actually planning a little bit of a birthday with some work colleagues, or a birthday meal with some work colleagues. So we're doing it for maximum 6 people. We're all in 6 households, so we're all within the COVID limits. The only thing that was going to change was I was going to ask if the people I'm going with, if their partners want to come with. Obviously, I'm not seeing anyone at the moment, so I'm going Jack Jones. But so obviously now that the date has been pushed back, unfortunately their partners haven't been able to come with us, so which is a bit of a shame. But you know, it is what it is. The fact is, it could have been worse. We could have had everything closed, restaurants closed, sporting events closed. So you know, I'll take it. I'll take it with the punches, to be honest. I'm just happy that I can actually celebrate my friends, and you know, we're all going to be happy and healthy, and it is what it is for birthdays for me. I don't gear up for them as much as I used to now, but that's just me. As I say, we are here for the next just under 50 minutes now, so you've got a very condensed Scott and Hutch show this week. So we're going to play a little bit of a tune, and hopefully you like this one. If you know of Amazon Prime and their football coverage, you probably know the song quite well, but you probably don't know who sings it. And also, I thought it was quite apt seeing, obviously, after the news yesterday that Freedom Day has been delayed by 4 weeks. So I'm going to play this song. This is Hold On, I'm Coming by Sam and Dave. Enjoy.
Lean on me in times of bad. When the day
That is such a good song, that, isn't it? I think we all kind of need a little bit of that right about now. So that was Sam and Dave, and that was Hold On, I'm Coming. It's one of those songs that I feel like you hear a lot of, but you probably couldn't tell who sings it. So I'm playing that obviously because we've had the news yesterday that lockdown Freedom Day was being postponed. The Jim there from Friday Night Dinner. Lockdown dinner's being postponed. Come on, Wilson. For 4 weeks because obviously the rises of the Delta variant. I also had a little quote as well from Sir Mark Walpott, who is a member of the Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies. He basically stated that the delay was, quote, a reasonable compromise and that it is the vaccines that are going to enable us to live with the virus. Another month will allow many more people to be jabbed and for the effect of the first and second jabs to kick in. So I've also just got the latest figures for the last 24 hours. So there's been 7,673 cases and a further 10 deaths after a positive COVID test within the last 28 days. So we're still hovering around that sort of double digits figure and still over the 7,000 mark. So everybody, you know what I'm going to say, just make sure that you're wearing your mask. If you get the option for you to have your jab, get it done. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be doing this lockdown thing anymore. I've kind of had enough of it. And I want to get things back to normal. I really want to get things back to normal as soon as I can. And speaking of getting things back to normal, on this slightly condensed Scott and Hutch show, it's about time that I do something very normal. I press a certain button, and all of a sudden you'll hear some lovely adverts from our lovely advertisers. See you in a bit. Bye.
If you want to advertise your business on Revive FM, then visit www.revivefm.co.uk. Alternatively, contact our sales team now on 07944 56 5616. That's 07944 56 5616.
Turkish Kitchen, the best Turkish food you'll ever taste. We only use the highest quality meat. Along with our mixed grill platters, we serve cold mezes, hot mezes, lamachin, and a wide selection of fish options. To order for delivery or collection, call us now on 0208 507 8822. That's 0208 507 8822. Or visit us at 41 Ripple Road, Barking, IG11 7NT. We can also take group bookings and take care of all your party needs. The Turkish Kitchen, Barking. Thinking of selling or letting your property? Need someone reliable to find the best prospect for your home? Well, look no further. Cameron Adams is here to take care of all your needs. Our professional and experienced team will guide you through the entire process and ensure you find the right client for your property. For a no-obligation quotation, contact us now on 0208 558 2000. That's 0208 558 2000. Or visit us at 30 Church Lane in Leytonstone. Cameron Adams, always at your service.
Did you know that girls like Noura walk an average of 3 miles every day in search of clean water to support their families? Minhaj Welfare Foundation believes you can end the water crisis by building small and large-scale water projects. Your charity is helping improve the lives of communities living in the poorest regions of the world. However, more needs to be done. Support Water for All. Donate today. Call us now, 0300 3030 777. Or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
Nikah, talaq, counseling on matrimonial disputes, Islamic wills, Islamic law of inheritance, or an Islamic verdict on any other issue. The Muslim Sharia Council is at your service. We provide official certification, and our experienced and highly qualified imams are available to provide you with guidance when needed. MQI London is based at 292 to 296 Romford Road, Forest Gate. We are open from Monday to Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Or alternatively, call us now on 0208 257 1786.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, great.
You sound it. You in the warehouse today, mate?
Yeah, got loads on.
Reckon you ought to get that cough checked first.
Probably just hay fever.
Don't dismiss mild symptoms of COVID-19. They can be dangerous. If not for you, then for someone else. Don't wait, don't guess, get a test. Order one on the NHS COVID-19 app.
अब हर कोई हफ्ते में 2 बार मुफ्त कोविड-19 टेस्ट कर सकता है। आधे घंटे के अंदर नताइज आपके सामने। इससे ये पता चलता है कि आप अपने प्यारों की हिफाजत के लिए जो कर सकते हैं वो कर रहे हैं। आपके दोस्त, आपके साथ काम करने वाले साथी और आपकी जिंदगी में फिर से आगे बढ़ने की ख्वाहिश। अंदाजन 3 में से एक शख्स ऐसा है जिसमें बज़ाहिर कोविड-19 की कोई अलामत दिखाई नहीं देती, मगर अनजाने में वो उसे फैला रहा है। वो आपका कोई दोस्त, रिश्तेदार, काम का साथी या आप खुद भी हो सकते हैं। रैपिड टेस्ट बहुत आसानी से nhs.uk/get-tested से मिल सकते हैं। आइए ये अगला कदम बहुत मोहतात होकर उठाएं।
Revive FM
94.0 on the radio
on your mobile.
and online.
Hello there. You are listening to Revive FM 94.0. It is Tuesday. It is just gone 21 minutes past the hour of 5. Let me sound like I'm doing like an LBC job. 21 minutes past the hour of 5 is the time. My name is Tom Hutchinson. You are locked into Scott and Hutch. Now, you might notice if you missed the first part of the show, then where were you? No. Look, that's not an excuse. All right? Shush. My amazing co-host, the Prince of Politics, my brother from another mother, Mr. Henry Scott, is unfortunately not very well this week. So, Henry, again, hopefully you are listening or watching, I miss you and I wish you were back in the studio. And I'm not going to be in the studio next week. I'm afraid I am actually going to be off. But Henry, as long as he's feeling a little bit better, will be back. So you've got me on a slightly condensed Scott and Hutch show for the next 38 minutes. So feel free to give us a call on 0333 444 0940. That is 0333 444 0940. You can also leave a comment on our YouTube page, which is at Revive FM UK, and we are streaming live. Or how does that guy go on Sky Sports? And it's live. There we go. And you know what? Just because I really, really, really enjoy it, let's play the news jingle as we carry on with our look at the news.
On FM,
On YouTube,
Facebook,
under your bed,
in your closet,
and we're hiding in your fridge.
Henry Scott and Tom Hutchinson bring you the news.
On Revive FM.
Yes, that's right. It is the news, because that's what we talk about here. We look at the news and we discuss it. Well, I say we. It's me this week, so enjoy it. So obviously we've had the G7 summit as well happening this week. So it's been interesting. It's been monumental. I'll be honest with you. I've tried to sort of keep up with it, but it's very, very, very difficult when you're working full time. But some good news has come out of it. And no, I don't mean those pictures of Boris Johnson trying out his Daniel Craig impression by coming out of the sea and surfing. But I'm doing that DJ thing where they say something and then laugh at the end of it. But the UK and Australia have now agreed a free trade deal, which is the first agreement negotiated from scratch since Brexit, when we actually left the European Union. So Boris Johnson said that the tariff-free deal, which Downing Street said will see British cars, Scotch whisky, and biscuits and ceramics become cheaper to sell, marked, quote, a new dawn in the UK's relationship with Australia. The Prime Minister also added that our new free trade agreement opens fantastic opportunities for British businesses and consumers, as well as young people wanting the chance to work and live on the other side of the world. This is global Britain at its best, looking outwards and striking deals that deepen our alliances and help ensure that every part of the country builds back better from the pandemic. So under the new agreement that's been forged between the UK and the Australian government, Britons under the age of 35 will be able to travel and work in Australia a lot more freely, which is great, because I know that quite a few people, a few of my friends have certainly gone out there to sort of seek pastures new and a bit warmer. Tariffs will also be eliminated on Australian favourites such as Jacobs Creek and Hardy's wines, swimwear and confectionery, as well as increasing choice for British consumers and saving households up to £34 million annually. Now, I don't know about you, I'm not a Jacobs Creek fan. I don't really do wine, but if they lower the price of Tim Tams, then I'm just telling you now, I will make use of that £34 million saving. I will be getting to. I mean, if anyone's ever had a Tim Tam, basically it's a penguin that's got ideas above its station. Downing Street has also said that the deal will help distillers by scrapping tariffs of up to 5% on Scotch whisky, while car manufacturers in the Midlands, so like sort of Jaguar Land Rover, Nissan, anything like that, and up in the north of England, will see tariffs of up to 5% cut. Number 10 has said that more than 450 businesses in Wales exported to Australia last year, and they will stand to benefit, with life science companies and chemical manufacturers set to benefit in particular. And it's also said that in Northern Ireland, 90% of all exports to Australia are machinery and manufacturing goods used extensively in Australia's mining, quarry and recycling sectors. And under the deal, tariffs will be removed and customs procedures simplified. The trade deal between the UK and Australia was worth £13.9 billion in 2020, with the UK ranking as Australia's 5th largest trading partner. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's fantastic. It's nice that we've actually got we've already got a new deal. So obviously, we're still trying to sort these things out whilst in the grips of a pandemic. But honestly, it's really great to see. And, I mean, for those who've never seen it, like Top Gear or anything like that, Australia has a really, really, really big mining business. They can get things like sort of gold, diamonds, platinum, I believe, as well. And the equipment they use, I mean, you've heard of heavy machinery. Well, there is heavy machinery, and then there is Australian heavy machinery. So it's fantastic to hear with that. Mr. Johnson is understood as well to have agreed the deal over dinner with the Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison in Downing Street on Monday, with a final agreement in principle due to be published later on this week. There was understood to be a division among ministers over the terms of the deal last month, with some concerned a tariff and quota-free agreement could leave British farmers struggling to compete. Now, that is a bit of a problem because I don't know if anyone has seen Clarkson's Farm yet on Amazon Prime. So obviously, I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't had the chance to watch it yet, but I will be doing it. He has stated that the reason why he's called his farm the Diddley Squat Farm is because that's what farmers in the UK earn. Henry was also touching on it last week as well, that the amount that farmers earn is sometimes it's not enough to live on. Subsidies don't really cover it. So that could be a slight issue. But obviously, again, we'd love to get your opinion, your views on anything that I talk about tonight. I'm here till 6 p.m. You can call us on 0333 444 0940. That is 0333 444 0940. You can WhatsApp us as well on the same number if you don't feel like you want to come on air and speak to me in person. You can also leave a comment on our YouTube page, which is Revive FM UK. About anything that I talk about, anything you want to talk about, because this is a safe space, and you are absolutely welcome to Revive FM. So yeah, I mean, it's fantastic that we're still getting these trade deals through. Now, the other thing I also, whilst we're talking about Australia, is the terrible. I mean, I don't want to say plague, but the mice outbreak that has been happening in Australia at the moment. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I'll be honest with you. If you see any of the videos and you're not best pleased to see a rodent or a mouse or anything like that, I mean, there's been everything from sort of fires. Basically, there's been a bumper grain harvest in Australia because of the weather, and it's caused these mice to come out of nowhere and basically breed like rabbits, but they're mice. So it's they are getting absolutely hammered to the point that they're almost talking about dropping napalm on certain areas to try and get rid of them. I mean, that's when you know you're desperate, when you're dropping sort of 1960s chemical warfare on Australian farms to try and curb the spread of these things. But I was actually listening to a report on this morning a couple of days ago, and within, I think it was 6 weeks or 4 months, one of the two. Two mice could basically make about 80 to 200 babies, which is a real shocking. And it's funny when you see it, because I say it's funny, but it's wrong choice of words. But when you see these mice just piling out of every doorway, and they're in every nook and cranny. It's absolutely terrifying, really, to know that these that they're going through that. But that's the thing with Australia. I never quite get it. They've either got things that want to things that want to kill you, or things that just want to really muck your day up. So they've got sort of crocodiles, they've got huntsman spiders, you've got rattlesnakes. I mean, you've got every type of conceivable poisonous snake out there, and now they're dealing with a plague of mice. So honestly, guys, we wish you well, and we're sending all our thoughts and prayers for you, and we hope that it gets sorted. Because let's be honest, after a pandemic, when no one's really got any money, the last thing you want is to be spending hundreds of dollars on pesticides and chemical killer, and then also to have for the farmers and everything like that to have their crops and their livelihood potentially destroyed over that. I think there was a lady who was on this morning. She said that she's lost 80% of her crops due to contamination. So honestly, yeah, we are sending our best to you, and we hope that it will get sorted. But let's try and mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to put another song on now, because why not? I'm in control of things. So for the next half an hour. So remember, you can contact us on 0333 444 0940. That is 0333 444 0940. Now, hopefully, this is going to work. I'm going to play a little bit of Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. This is Freedom on Revive FM. Enjoy.
Hanging out of my bed, you messing with my life, so I bought my leg. You even messing with my children, and you're screaming at my wife, get off of my bed, if you wanna get out of here alive. Freedom, that's what I want now. Freedom, that's what I need now. Freedom to live. Freedom, so I can give. You got my heart, speak electric water. You got my soul, screaming and hollering. You hooked my girlfriend, the drugstore man. Well, I don't need it now, I'm just trying to slap it out of her hand. Freedom, so I can live. Freedom, so I can give. Freedom, yeah. Freedom, that's what I need. You don't have to say that you love me if you don't mean it. You better believe. If you need me, or you just wanna bleed me, better stick in your day with someone else, so I can leave. Set me free.
I think you're going to notice a little bit of a trend of the music that I'm playing tonight. That was "Freedom" by Jimi Hendrix. I mean, you can't beat a bit of Jimmy, can you? Really, it's a nice little thing to have on a Tuesday afternoon. So my name is Tom Hutchinson. For those who don't know, this is Scott and Hutch. Mr. Henry is feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I am manning things for the next 25 minutes. Again, you can contact us on 0333 444 0940. You can WhatsApp us on that same number as well, and also you can leave a comment on our YouTube pages. We are broadcasting live. Now, I've got a couple of minutes before we go to our next break, and I just want to touch on something that I actually didn't get a chance to mention on last week's show. Now, we all know what it's like when you're walking down the road and you get a text message and you have to respond and it's really urgent, or you are the person coming the other direction and someone has got their head down and they're on their phone and yet somehow have no spatial awareness. Well, a man in South Korea has found a solution to that problem to make sure that you don't injure yourself. A third eye has been created to prevent, quote, smartphone zombies from walking into things while focusing on their screens. A South Korean industrial designer, Pang Min-wook, has said the robotic eyeball can be strapped to a person's forehead, allowing them to browse injury-free. I mean, I'm already seeing an issue here. Maybe just put your phone away. Save yourself I'm guessing it'd be a couple of $100, couple of £100. Maybe just put the phone away in your pocket. That's all I'm going to say. He said that the device was a satirical solution, i.e. he was doing it to take the proverbial, which he hoped would make people recognize the severity of their gadget addiction and look back at themselves. Well, it's a bit hard, really. I suppose it's a third eye, isn't it? I suppose you could look back at yourselves. The device, called the third eye, senses when the user's head has been lowered to look at the phone, and it then opens its translucent eyelid. When the person becomes within 1 or 2 meters of an obstacle, the third eye beeps to warn them of impending danger. Mr. Pang said that this is the look of the future, mankind with 3 eyes. As we cannot take our eyes off smartphones, the extra eye will be needed in the future. He's actually a postgraduate student in innovation design at the Royal College of Art and Imperial College London, and has tried the device around Seoul, South Korea. I mean, I won't lie, it does sort of provide a solution to an issue that not many people suffer with. But I'll be honest with you, what I tend to do is if I see someone who's their head is down and they're walking towards me and not moving, I stop. So whatever I'm doing, I'll stop. I don't say anything, and I just wait for them to run into me, and then just see their reaction. But you know me, that's just because I'm a little bit weird. Anyway, what isn't weird is this next set of adverts. I'm going to press this button and make the magic happen. Stay tuned. This is Revive FM and the Scott and Hutch Show. See you in a bit.
Did you know that girls like Nura walk an average of 3 miles every day in search of clean water to support their families? Minhaj Welfare Foundation believes you can end the water crisis by building small and large-scale water projects. Your charity is helping improve the lives of communities living in the poorest regions of the world. However, more needs to be done. Support Water for All. Donate today.
Call us now, 0300 3030 777, or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
Ahoy there, matey. So you want to be a pirate, do you? Well, guess what? You now can at Fairlock Country Park. Come and hire one of our fantastic new boats at the lake. Find us on the tube on the Central Line or drive down from East London. Fun for the whole family, har! You can row, pedal, or even try kayaking. We're open on weekends, all school holidays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come on down and set sail at Fairlock Country Park.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
If you want to advertise your business on Revive FM, then visit www.revivefm.co.uk or contact our sales team now on 07944 565616. That's 07944 565616. Advertise with Revive FM.
I'm Dr. Helen and I'm a GP. It's great that life's getting back to normal, but COVID still hasn't gone away. And we all know that catching it can be serious. If not for you, then for someone else. So if you're feeling under the weather, or you can't taste or smell your food, or you have a cough that won't stop, please don't ignore it. Don't wait, don't guess, get a test today. Order one online at nhs.uk/get tested, or use the NHS COVID-19 app.
Need your tyres checked? Have a flat or a nail in your tyre? Don't panic. Visit B1 Tyres. Our professional and friendly team will have you back on the road in no time. We stock over 3,000 tyres and have some of the best prices in town. Wheel alignment, alloy gaiters, and wheel refurbs are just some of the services that we offer. So call us on 0203 875 3525 or visit us at B1 Tyres, Unit B, 43 to 49 Fowler Road in Hainault. B1 Tyres, the garage you can trust.
Nikah, talaq, counseling on matrimonial disputes, Islamic wills, Islamic law of inheritance, or an Islamic verdict on any other issue. The Muslim Sharia Council is at your service. We provide official certification, and our experienced and highly qualified imams are available to provide you with guidance when needed. MQI London is based at 292 to 296 Romford Road, Forest Gate. We are open from Monday to Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. or alternatively, call us now on 0208 257 1786.
Revive FM
94.0. On the radio.
on your mobile.
And online.
Hello there, you are listening to Revive FM 94.0. This is the last part of a slightly shorter Scott and Hutch show this week. My name is Tom Hutchinson. For those of you who have not been or missed the start of the show, Henry is feeling a little bit under the weather this week, so it is just me manning things until 6 o'clock. So you've got me for another about another 18 minutes. So if there's anything you want to discuss, anything I've talked about today, you can give us a call on 0333 444 0940. That is 0333 444 0940. You can also leave a comment on our YouTube page as well, which is Revive FM UK, where we are currently streaming live. So you can see my lovely little BSA shirt right there. There we go. How nice does that look? And right, for the last time this week, we're going to do the news when it works.
On FM.
On YouTube.
Facebook.
Under your bed.
In your closet.
And we're hiding in your fridge.
Something smells.
Henry Scott and Tom Hutchinson bring you the news.
On Revive FM.
Yes, that's right. Now, obviously, as we all know, the Euros are in full swing at the moment. And I'll be honest with you, I was lucky enough to actually watch the England-Croatia match. I think they did okay. I think they could have been better. I might be wrong. I'm probably going to divide opinions on here, but I don't know about you. We had such hope, didn't we? Once the World Cup was over and we were knocked out of it, we thought, right, we've got the team now. Euros, that's us. I feel like it's sort of gone downhill a little bit now. But again, that's just me. I just don't think they. I don't think they did as well as I was hoping. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe a 2-0 or a 2-1 or maybe even a 3-0, 3-1 would be nice. But obviously, 1-0 is still a good start, and it was Raheem Sterling as well. But yeah, I just felt like some of the guys I wasn't too sure about. I feel like they were kind of holding back a little bit. Maybe it's nerves because it's a very young team. But also there was for those of you who don't know, the incident on Saturday, which was very terrifying, with Christian Eriksen, who suffered a cardiac arrest on the pitch. 29 years old. And for those of you who don't know, obviously we haven't got the rights to the clip. We're not going to show it because it's very graphic. But it was about 40 minutes into the match, and all of a sudden, there's a close up of Christian. He's looking okay. Then all of a sudden, he just looks a bit sort of, I don't know what's going on here. He looks a little bit out of sorts. And then they went to pass the ball to him, and he took 2 steps and just collapsed, face planted the floor, and straight away the ref blows the whistle and the medics come over. And they put him in the recovery position. The Danish captain tried to get in and make sure he didn't swallow his tongue. So they turned him over. And the worrying thing was that, okay, I'm guessing that maybe the director of the match, the TV coverage didn't know how serious the matter was. But it then got to the point that they were zooming in on him. And again, the face is going to be something that's going to stick with me for a while. His eyes were open, but he was like completely gone. There was just no reaction there whatsoever. It was terrifying to watch. And they had to get the paramedics come out, and they brought the defibrillator, and they managed to jumpstart his heart on the first go, which was fantastic. But I think what was amazing was the Danish team to obviously stop the cameras filming everything, and also to give him a bit of respect as well. They formed a human chain around them so that the paramedics could work, and also the captain went over to Christian Eriksen's wife to console her, because obviously she's in bits. Her husband is currently on the floor receiving medical treatment, and he's got a young child as well. But it's amazing to say that because they managed to get there so quickly, they put him in the ambulance. He regained consciousness and was already giving a thumbs up in the back of the ambulance. And he's now currently recuperating in hospital. And he has, they've confirmed that he did have a cardiac arrest. And he's also put a message on the Danish Football Association's Twitter account. So he says, big thank you for all your sweet and amazing greetings and messages from all around the world, and it means so much to me and my family. I'm fine under the circumstances. I still have to go through some examinations at the hospital, but I feel okay. And now I will cheer on the boys on the Denmark team in the next matches. Play all for Denmark. The 29-year-old's collapse happened around about 40 minutes into Denmark's game versus Finland at the Parken Stadium in Copenhagen on Saturday. Medics tended Eriksen after being quickly ushered onto the field by the English referee Anthony Taylor, while Denmark captain Simon Kjær, I hope I said that right, made what has been hailed as a life-saving intervention by securing his neck, clearing his airways, and starting CPR. The Danish players then formed a ring around their teammate who comforted Eriksen's partner, who appeared distraught as she went onto the pitch. He was quickly attended to by medics who, as stunned spectators in the stadium and millions more television viewers around watched in horror, were able to resuscitate him. The worrying thing is as well is that after all this has happened, UEFA basically spoke to the Danish team and said, you've got the choice now of either carrying on the match there and then, or you replay it Sunday. So there wasn't anything to say that, we're going to call the match off out of respect or anything like that. And I find that a little bit hard to believe and a bit weird, really. That, all right, I know that they've sold tickets. I know that there is a worldwide audience watching the Euros at the moment, but for a lack of decency, I mean, the man nearly died, and it brings back as well the whole Fabrice Mwamba incident. I don't know if you remember that. He was I believe he played for Wolves, and he suffered a heart attack. Same thing, early 20s, had a heart attack on the pitch. And it took them ages to restart his heart, to the point that even the fans were trying to sort of G him up by, almost trying to get like a sort of a whoa chant on to get him to focus on something. Luckily he came out of it okay, but he had to retire as well and has since had a pacemaker fitted. So we don't know obviously what's going to happen with Christian Eriksen at the moment, but obviously being an ex-Tottenham man, I'm glad he's okay, because he is a member of our club. regardless of whatever team he plays. And also just for his family as well. I mean, 29 years old and suffer a cardiac arrest. But the other interesting thing is that obviously these guys get medicals and examinations. Now, why wasn't that brought up in any of the tests? I mean, I know that England have since had all their heart examinations released to the press, so obviously they can then go, look, our guys are absolutely fine. But I just find it really weird that this somehow managed to sort of slip through the net a little bit. But honestly, I'm just glad that he is okay. And Christian, we send our thoughts to you and your family, and we wish you a speedy recovery from everyone here at Revive FM. Well, that is pretty much it for this week. As I say, it's going to be a slightly shorter show this week because Mr. Scott is not in. But if all goes to plan, he will be back next week. Now, I'm not going to be here next week. I'm actually taking a week off. Because even though I've been living at my new property for 2 months, I'm still unpacking stuff because I just don't have the time. So I'm going to be running a few errands as well. I'm also going to be going to see my dad as well, which will be nice. And I will hopefully, if all goes to plan, be back the week after because as you may or may not have heard last week, the Scott and Hutch show will be ending because Mr. Henry Scott is obviously going off to university to further his education. So we're going to be working on what we will be doing going forward. I know Henry is looking at doing a politics show still on Revive FM. I will potentially be going on doing a new show. We will obviously cross that bridge when we come to it. But I think seeing as we have the Euros on, we kind of need to finish on a football song, don't we? And I've selected this absolutely gorgeous little gem.
Well, some of the crowd are on the pitch.
Oh, yeah. This is nostalgia right here.
Some of the crowd are on the pitch. They think it's all over, but it is now.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this, for joining us on this very short Scott and Hutch show. I'm going to leave you with the amazing World in Motion by New Order and, of course, John Barnes. Take it, guys.
Express yourself, create the space. You know you can win. Don't give up the chase. Beat the man, take him on. You never give up. It's one-on-one. Express yourself. It's one-on-one. Express yourself. It's one-on-one. Something's good, it's never gone. Love's got the world in motion, and I know what we can do. Love's got the world in motion, and I can't believe it's true. The time, let everyone see you never give up, that's how it should be. Don't get caught, make your own play, express yourself, don't give it away. Express yourself, it's one-on-one. Express yourself, it's one-on-one. Express yourself, it can't be wrong when something's good, it's never gone. Love's got the world in motion, and I know what we can do. Love's got the world in motion, and I can't believe it's true. Love's got the world in motion, and I know what we can do. Love's got the world in motion, and I can't believe it's true.
Got to hold and give, but do it at the right time. You can be slow or fast, but you must get to the line. They'll always hit you and hurt you. Saying a football star, 3 lions on my chest. I know we can't go wrong. We're playing the song. We're singing for England. America, cheers one on one. We're playing for England. We're playing the song. We're singing for England.
I think it's all over, but it is now. It is now.
The song.
It is now.
We're singing for England. America, cheers one on one. We're playing for England. The song. We're singing for England.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, great.
You sound it. You in the warehouse today, mate?
Yeah, got loads on.
Reckon you ought to get that cough check first.
Probably just hay fever.
Don't dismiss mild symptoms of COVID-19. They can be dangerous. If not for you, then for someone else. Don't wait, don't guess, get a test. Order one on the NHS COVID